I'm kind of sad. I know there's people out there that are sad too, but like the things I gotta say for Federer is, I feel like his impact on the game is gonna be felt forever.
Yeah.
Like he has his own tournament, the Labor Cup. That's where he's gonna retire. I feel like since he already kind of has a tournament that he founded. I feel like even though he's gonna retire, he's still gonna be around the tennis circle. He's not gonna be one of those people that just retires and fades into the sunset and you never kind of hear from him. I feel like we're still gonna see him at Wimbledon. We're still going to see him hosting the Labor Cup, maybe even captaining the Labor Cup. We'll see if he captains maybe the Swiss team for the Davis Cup. I think he's going to stay involved in tennis. I don't think he's going to be one of those people that just fades into the sunset. And I think there's players that kind of have his similar game style. I know Alcaraz is kind of like a combination of all three of them. He shows like the athleticism and the great defense from Djokovic. He has like almost the same mannerisms and fighting spirit that Nadal has, and he has a lot of the same strokes that Federer has. And I think his game will just continue to like live on. But I do think he's the most elegant player of all time. No one's ever gonna play as beautifully as he did. But like I said, I think there's a lot of young players right now, namely like Sinner, Alcaraz. I think even like your boy Tiafoe. He really like impressed me in the U.S. Open, and he's such a good character too. I don't know, like I know he's representing your hometown or your
home country. Yeah, like,
your
so
home
TFO,
country.
His family's from Sierra Leone. It's like crazy to finally have one of our own represent us. Like I don't think we would ever imagine that we would actually have a tennis player go this far from Sierra Leone. Oh, even though he's American, family's from Sierra Leone, but it's just like, man, like you could see, like again, my dad is old, so it's one of those things. Like he's seen basically everything. He's lived through the independence of our country and seen us get independence. And just to see him actually represent us and do well. And he's from Maryland, to just about 30 minutes where I was born in Maryland, so it's like hometown hero and everything. Big ups to him. Hopefully, he's got a few more things to go in this game, but like he said, he will win this U.S. Open one day. I hope he probably go for the Australian Open next year. I hope he gets his body right, his mind right. We could see the improvement for the last 3-4 years from him, but I'm very impressed with what he did at the U.S. Open. And
I think just like the diversity of the sport, like there's like players from all over the world, and I think when Nadal was interviewed before the U.S. Open, talking about how Federer wasn't there, Djokovic wasn't there, and he kind of basically said that I wasn't here last year, and Federer wasn't here last year, and the sport moves on. Like he kind of acknowledged the greatness of himself, Federer and Djokovic, but he kind of also said that like no one is bigger than the sport. And if we could just, I know we follow a lot of sports, so we could talk about it not just in tennis, but like in other sports, like when Ronaldinho was going, when Zidane was going, like even when Pelé and Maradona was going, people were having these exact same thoughts. Like there isn't ever going to be someone that plays like Pelé, and then Maradona comes around. And there's no one that's going to play like Maradona, and then Messi comes, and Ronaldo comes, and you just as we move deeper and deeper into like humans, and we develop, basically just humans, we get more athletic. There's more technology in sports. There's better programs. There's better coaches. Like I said, like no one's bigger than the sport. So that's what I like. If you're sad about Federer, like someone's gonna come and they're gonna captivate your mind, your emotions. If it's not Alcaraz, I'm sure in the next 5 years someone's gonna pop out and you're gonna be like, "Damn,
that's my guy."
That's my guy. You're gonna feel the exact same way that you felt with Federer, or in a different way, obviously. But like I said, no one's bigger than the sport, right?
Even let's look at Serena. Like Serena just retired. Like what she did for her and Venus, of course, did for a whole generation of people that look like just like me. Like just like you said, we were blessed to grow up in a time where we have a Serena, a Roger Federer, Tiger Woods, a LeBron. Like we just were blessed. A Tom Brady, like just greatness all around. Kobe, God rest his soul, just greatness all around. So
Guillermo Ochoa.
Hey, World Cup, man. San Ochoa, respect.
Yeah, man. Like I said, just to end this, if you're sad about Federer, like obviously be sad. He's one of the greats. He's an amazing player. He's amazing. He looks like he's an amazing person too, family man. But just know someone's gonna come around. They're gonna get your attention. You're gonna fall in love with another player, and they'll probably carry you through the sport in the next 20 years. You just gotta find one person to carry you. And if you don't love the sport, like it could take a dip and I'll still probably follow because it's a good sport. But I think Federer will be all right. I think he's made his dough. He's gonna be cool.
He's done everything.
Yeah. And one last point, I almost forgot about it. My boy Nowitzki.
Ooh, dark.
My boy Nowitzki, man, he's a great player. He gave it his all for the Dallas Mavericks. But he would even say that he retired a little bit too late. Like now he kind of wishes he retired. He didn't play the last 2 years. Because now he's kind of having trouble playing with his kids, chasing them around. His knees are giving him trouble. And I mean, we all want to see Federer play longer, compete at slams. We never saw Nadal and Federer at the U.S. Open ever, which is crazy. Play against each other. We want to see these matches. We want to see him playing against the younger guys. He never played against Sinner, never played against Alcaraz. But at what cost, I think he knows his body more than anybody. I know, you've played soccer, you've played basketball. I know you've had your fair share of injuries.
Yep.
And no one knows your body better than yourself. So if Federer is saying, like, you know what, this is it. Like, that's it. Like,
it's better to go be a family man and be able to run around with your kids on the grass or wherever sport he or she are playing than just laboring around looking old and just cranky about why your body can't do what it used to do 20 years ago. Just be a family man.
Yeah. Or you might get a divorce like Brady. Just like, I'm not putting out there. That's a joke.